everybody, welcome back to Caroline's Closet. I haven't been videoing much because there just has not been a whole lot of anything interesting going on. I am going to do an update in the next week or so on the Via Trading palettes and my final verdict on whether or not I will do those again. But otherwise, I'm just going to do some showing you what has sold until I have something interesting to say. I haven't done any shopping lately. No thrifting whatsoever. Tomorrow is Friday. Either tomorrow or Saturday, I'm definitely going to try to hit some garage sales. I wanted to do that last weekend, but then it ended up being stormy both days, and there was just nothing going on. And I was in a garage sailing mood, not a thrift storing mood, so I didn't do any shopping. And honestly, between the pallet merchandise and between friends and family giving me stuff, and then one other consignment deal that I worked out, I haven't needed any merchandise. So I still have stuff to list. I could probably list for another 2 weeks or so without really needing to go shopping or buy anything, which is always a good place to be. But yeah, I need to do some shopping. So that's going to come in the very near future. But for now, I'm just going to kind of show you what sells. And then when it seems like I have a long enough video to make it worth posting, I will put it up and get back to you soon with the Via Trading updates. Alright, so Thursday's sales are a little light, but I've got 3 for eBay. This is a pair of Henry & Bell jeans. They're kind of not quite tie-dyed, like bleached out pattern throughout. This is how I store all of my pants. Most of my clothes hangs, but those sold for $22 with free shipping. It was the best offer on eBay, and they had been listed since November of last year, so it was time to see them go. And they were gifted to me, so everything after shipping and fees is all profit. This is a Ruby Road Holy see-through sheer cardigan, lacy cardigan. It sold for $12.50 plus shipping. It's only been listed about 2 months, and it was also gifted to me, so it's entirely profit after fees. And then this Chico's leather jacket sold, I was shocked that it was genuine leather. I thought it was like a pleather material, but it is shiny silver genuine leather with this mesh lining cutout design. Super cute. It's a larger Chico size, so that's about a size 12 traditional sizing. And it actually sold to someone in Australia. They did a best offer of $55 or whatever Australian, which I think translates to about $38 when I checked before I was accepting the offer, about $38 US. And then their total that they paid for this jacket with the shipping was about $118 Australian, whatever their monetary value is. So they ended up paying about $38 our price to purchase it, and then about the same amount to ship it. And this was also gifted to me, and this was listed for less than a week. Another one going out today is this tiny little Coach, super small, smaller than my hand, little wristlet wallet. It went on Mercari for $42. This one I got direct from Coach clearance outlet, and I think my cost on it, I'll have to look, was $24. So after the fees and shipping on Mercari, I'm only going to have about a $9 profit, but I do have 2 more of these listed for sale, and because I knew that the pattern and that they were Coach, they would sell and give me profit, I was okay with paying up for them a little bit. So about an $8 or $9 profit on this. It is still Thursday, almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but I'm doing another round of shipments because I am going to be home in time to swing by the post office on my way. And I had 5 more orders come in since I pack stuff up this morning. So this one is on Amazon, and I'm almost scared to ship it. If you look very closely, you can see there's like a hairline crack that goes down, and it goes, you can see the sawdust, it goes all the way down. This is like $100 cutting board. It's huge. It covers the entire back of my desk chair, and it is maple. It's super heavy, but it does have that crack, and it goes all the way through. You can kind of see it there to the other side and down the back, and it is listed with a crack going all the way through and down it. I don't know if it was out of the plastic, if it would completely snap in half, or if it's still held together by a tiny little bit in the center. I'm not sure, but I did try to take pictures and fully disclose, and I sold it for $55, shipping included, and I'll end up spending about $22 on shipping and about $10 on Amazon fees, and then my cost for it was about $15. So what is that? That's $30 to $37. So I'm gonna come out with about maybe a $15 to $18 profit on this, but I am paranoid that he did not read the description, and I listed it, even though it's new in the plastic with the crack, I listed it as used acceptable condition and fully described that it had a crack going all the way through. So we'll see. Wish me luck. My luck has not been very good on people actually reading descriptions, but the new ones that were not listed as damaged on Amazon were selling for $90 to $100. So $55, he's getting a good deal. I'm making a few bucks off of it and just hoping that he paid attention. And then also on Amazon, this I'm not going to open it up, but it's a Power Rangers girls holographic nightgown. I had 7 of these. I believe I got them from Walmart clearance actually for about $2.50 a piece. I had 7, and they all sold on Amazon for $15.99 with shipping included. I had them listed on eBay and Poshmark too, and not a single watcher or liker or any interest whatsoever on those sites. So all 7 of them sold within 2 months on Amazon. And honestly, they're long sleeve, long nightgowns. I was not expecting them to go that fast, but made a few bucks off of each one. And then back to eBay, I have this Phillip Lim for Target silk blouse. Pretty green, sold with a best offer of $15 with free shipping, but super lightweight. It'll cost about $3.50 to $4 to ship, and I paid $1 for it. And then also on eBay, Candy's earrings, they sold for $6.75 plus shipping. I had 8 pairs of these, I believe, and I have 2 left. They have been listed for almost a year. Retail price on them was $14, so even with the shipping, the person's getting it for less than retail, but they're just cute dangly earrings. And then this Ipsy Tetris eyeshadow set came in my last Ipsy bag. I was going to keep it for myself, but I ended up actually selling 3 of the 5 items from that bag because I just knew that I would not use them as much to make up for the amount that I could actually sell them for. So between the 3 items I sold, I ended up making about $10 off of my Ipsy bag and getting the other 2 items for free. Okay, everybody, it is now Friday, actually afternoon, because I waited a while to see hopefully more sales come in, and they haven't. So I have 4 little sales going out today, and you'll have to deal with the fan in the background because I have no air conditioning in my eBay house, and it is miserable right now. A new furnace and air conditioner were supposed to be done early this year, but the septic tank needing replaced and the roof needing replaced kind of took precedence over that. So next year I will have heat and air in this house. Right now I am dripping with sweat and trying to stay in front of this fan as much as possible, but it is a little loud. So anyway, this sold. It is a kid's art projector. You draw on it and project your drawings on the ceiling or wall. This has been listed for about 5 months. It was kind of a random clearance purchase. I think I got it at Michael's maybe. And I rarely ever go into Michael's, but I have a 7-year-old who is very crafty, and whenever we do go in there for something for her, I always check their clearance section. I have done all right with Michael's clearance. This one, I think I bought like 10 items, random items that day, and this is the only one that had yet to sell. It went with a best offer on Mercari of $23. I paid the shipping on it. I paid $8 for it. I'm only making about a $2 or $3 profit, but in the grand scheme of things, it is one less thing in my inventory now, $1 and $2 more dollars in my pocket, and I can go reinvest that money and find something that'll sell better. So these Nike Girls Youth slides in excellent condition. These were actually my niece's, so they were gifted to me. I accepted an offer of $11 on Poshmark for those, minus the $2.95 fees, so that's $8.05, which would be all profit for me. And that was my first Poshmark shipment going out since Tuesday of this week, and Poshmark had been really good for me the last 2 weeks, so I'm a little disappointed this week so far. I've been trying to keep my outstanding balance on Poshmark around $200 because it's just kind of nice to know that there's always $200 coming to me at some point within the next few days. And right now I think my outstanding balance, including these which are shipping today, is about $48 that I'm still due for Poshmark sales. So I need to hopefully get a bunch of Poshmark sales this weekend and make up for that. These are men's Florsheim dress shoes. They are a little worn, a little dried out in the front, but overall, when you're not right up next to them, they're in pretty good shape. Florsheim's a brand I will always pick up as long as they are in reasonable shape. They look like they've never actually been worn, at least not much, but there is that dryness in the front, cracking a little bit. So these actually sold for $29.80 on eBay. That includes the shipping, and I paid $3 for them, so I will be making maybe $10 after fees and everything on those. And then my final item going out today is this Fia athletic tank top, size medium. Listed, it had almost hit the 2-year mark. I auctioned it off. Sold for $2.40 on auction plus shipping. I paid less than 50 cents for it in a huge lot of pre-owned athletic clothes. So it's still a profit, and I'm happy to see another 2-year item gone. Hey y'all, it is now Saturday morning. I'm going to do my few Saturday shipments, and then I will call this video done. I have 5 things going out today, plus 1 that FBA shipped for me. There's 2 others in pending status for sold through FBA, and one of them's been there since Wednesday, so I don't know how that works. I don't know if somebody puts an item in their cart, if it just stays pending until they remove it, or a certain time frame passes, or if they actually paid for it and FBA just hasn't shipped it 3 days later, which seems a little odd. But it's not available for sale, it's reserved, so I hope it's not just sitting in somebody's cart somewhere. But anyway, I had about $8 profit from an FBA shipment. Then I have this Theory shirt. It's hard to see, it's almost a very pale pink color, but it looks pretty white on here. It's a men's shirt, and it sold with me sending out an offer of $18 on Poshmark, and then I paid the $1.80 shipping discount. So I will end up getting back about $13 on Poshmark and about $10 profit on that. These also men's Johnston and Murphy ankle dress shoes. This didn't sell, but she's here to help me work today. Daddy had to teach karate this morning, and she makes it a little difficult for him to work with others on the mat. So she got to come to work with Mommy, and we are going to try to get packages done and get out of here and go garage sailing together, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to go garage sailing? We're going to find fun stuff? What do you want to buy at a garage sale? What do you want? What do you want?
Toys.
Buy toys. Okay, we'll see if we can find some toys at the garage sale.
I buy toys.
I buy toys. I buy toys.
I buy toys.
She's my helper. Anyway, these sold. I accepted an offer of $24 on Poshmark for those. So my 2 men's items on Poshmark were the only thing that sold today, and I have about 50 total men's items and 800 plus women's items. I need to obviously find some more quality men's pieces because it seems to be a good market for it. eBay, I only had 2 sales. This Better Skin foundation from my Maybelline lot sold for $7.97. Shipping is included in that. It ships pretty cheap, but I'll end up with about a $2 profit on that. I only had 2 of these, and they are both gone now. So. Then these Level 99, it's an Anthropology brand, skinny jeans, and they sold with a best offer of $23 plus shipping. Spire paid me, I think, $30.90 for them, and I paid $1.50, I believe, on those. So decent profit there. And then this tumble tower, it is like Jenga, but it's just bright, colorful acrylic blocks, super heavy, and just fun, pretty. But the price on this one was $99.50. I will take that off before I sell it. I had 2 of these, but $99.50 was the original price, so I'm not surprised it didn't sell. But it actually did go on Mercari for $52, I believe, and that's me paying the shipping, which is $16 for FedEx, and then only $5.20 in Mercari fees. So I still end up with over $25 back in my pocket from this one. It was a pallet item and one that I was skeptical about whether or not I would actually be able to sell, but I had 2 of them, and this was the second one to go. So there you go. Those are my few Saturday sales. That is my cute Saturday helper. She's been busy in her little toy kitchen making me food and watching cartoons. I'm gonna get these packed up, and she and I are gonna go have some shopping fun. Bye, everybody.